game at this point. The Eagles need 2 possessions. They've got to play tough defense here, as they've been doing. Full court pressure. But more than that, they've got to start making some shots. This has got to be one of the worst shooting performances.
If I told you the Eagles held a team to 39 points, what would you think?
I would think they probably won by at least 20. This is Lewis in front of us. Friedman down to inbound. Friedman finds Howard. Back to Friedman. Friedman on the dribble, loses it out of bounds.
And I get my big chance. My contribution to the game.
And
I
sure
got the
hands,
chance to
Frank
touch the ball.
Winkle.
I should have shot, Jim.
You're sitting down, Frank. I don't think you would have made it. Lever with the ball. Let's see what the Eagles do. The Eagles don't have all the time in the world.
Lever's going to shoot.
Lever with a spin, ball is in and out. Houston with a rebound. Almost loses it. There goes the ball up court, stolen by Jenkins. Now what will Jenkins do? Jenkins on the move,
nice
he's got
shot
it.
by Jenkins. Pulls the Eagles within 2 with a minute 4 left.
39-37, Eagles putting full court pressure on. Ball comes into Howard. Howard goes to Houston, knocked away by
And
Lever.
Lever gets the ball back.
And then in a bound-to-back pass. Can you believe that?
That was not the time to get cute.
Tom McGee is absolutely fit to be tied. Shot, bounce pass, 3-on-1 break, and around the back pass, and Norristown loses the ball out of bounds. What can you say?
52 seconds left. A 2-point ball game.
I saw Tom McGee's bald spot got 3 hairs bigger and 2 more gray hairs popped out.
He has gray hair?
One thing, Frank, Norristown pressure bothers Bensalem. Bensalem is having trouble getting the ball up court.
Yeah.
52 seconds left. The Eagles down by 2. The Eagles had a chance to tie that time and lost the ball out of bounds.
The Eagles are so much better when they play a more intense ball game. When you play that slow down game and that just people wandering around, the Eagles seem to lose something. I heard a fan behind me say this was like an Ivy League game.
That was probably not meant as a compliment. Maybe it was a reference to the fact that we have Ivy League scholars on the court.
Again, we'd like to thank our camera people tonight, Garrett Hickman and Amy Smith, 2 students at Norristown High School who came out tonight to run our cameras and make our operation work.
DeWad Johnson replacing Perry. This will be Krishan Lewis on the line. He's going to be shooting 2. Big foul shots. If he makes just one of them, it's still a 1-possession game. Shot is out. First shot rims the basket and falls out.
Miss there. Who will take the 3-point shot for the Eagles?
Second shot is up and out. Battle for the board. DeWad Johnson has it. Eagles throw the ball away out of bounds. Unbelievable.
46 points left.
The second time the Eagles get the ball back. They had Bensalem missing 2 shots and the ball's thrown out of bounds. Who would have thunk it, Frank? Friedman on the inbound. This is Perry all over Howard. Howard will be shooting 2.
I thought that was a good foul, Jim. Took no time off the clock. Bensalem apparently is not a good foul shooting team.
And we almost had a player in our lap. Okay, this will be Jack Howard. Howard has 8 points. He will be on the line shooting 2. First shot
and out.
That ball actually looked like it was down in the basket.
It looked like it went more than halfway, didn't it?
Second shot is good. Eagles need a 3. Omar Jenkins with the ball, but he is not the one you want to see launch the three-pointer. Thompson on the dribble, spin move, goes to the jumper, up, no. DeWatt Johnson fouls on Houston. Johnson will be on the line shooting 2. There's still 35 seconds left.
And that's not bad for Bensalem because the most you can make from the foul line is 2. And Bensalem is up by 3 with 35 seconds left.
Johnson shot no good. This is like watching a self-destruction, Frank. Toss the ball away twice, miss foul shots. Second shot up, no good. Foul for the board. Friedman comes out with it on the dribble.
Gotta foul him, gotta foul him.
Fouls on Thompson.
29 seconds left, 3-point game.
My guess is that Friedman is not a bad foul shooter.
And the Eagles' next game, Jim, the 25th, which is Thursday night against Council Rock, which has a real good team this year.
Eddie Moore comes in for Johnson. Scott Friedman will be on the line shooting 2. First one around, he's got it. Barely in.
Big basket. Now it's 2 possessions for the Eagles to win this game.
Yep, that was a big shot. Mason with a rebound, ball knocked out of bounds.
Now, since the Eagles need 2 possessions, they do not have to take a 3-point shot this time.
What do you want to bet, Frank? What happens? Bensalem putting full court pressure on. Smart move. Mason over to Lever. Lever with the ball. Lever launches the 3. No. There goes Thompson. Thompson on the drive. In. We're going to have the foul.
18 seconds left. Thompson has to make these 2, and then the Eagles are going to have to foul immediately.
But the Eagles had chances. They had that ball underneath there for a layup. 2 shots.
Is he out of the game?
Yes. Houston is fouled out. Friedman's coming back in. Actually, from one standpoint, all Thompson really has to make is one of them. You'd like to see him make both.
Well, if he makes 2, Jim, it gives you a little more leeway when you foul Bensalem.
First shot's up. Thompson has it.
So we're down
Thompson
to a
with
3-point
13.
lead.
Been a strange game, Frank. Second shot, he's got it. Eagles down by 2.
Eagles
Call
want
it timeout. Now they have to steal the ball, but when they steal the ball, you got to put a shot up and make it.
Well, with 18 seconds left, you got to foul somebody right away, and not Jackson. Since 80 points scored by both teams. I don't know what all this noise is.
I heard there was going to be a wrestling match here tonight, too. After this game. That's where all the excitement's going to come from.
Let's hope not.
No, I mean between Norristown and Bensalem.
I know what you mean.
The athletes.
Let's hope not.
Well, let's see what Tom McGee has up his sleeve. 18 seconds, he's down by 2. They're obviously going to play a full court press, and I suspect they'll want to foul somebody immediately.
There goes Friedman. Friedman gets into Howard. Howard on the move, fouls on Lever.
Lever
16 seconds left.
Now you got to hope he doesn't make more than one.
Yep, 2 shots make it tough. The way the Eagles have been shooting tonight, though, 1 shot makes it tough. Bad shooting night. Real bad shooting night. Howard ready. First shot's up, around and out.
Out.
Neil, I want you to figure out the foul shooting percentages for the end
Now
of the
you
night.
have to really hope that he misses this one and the Eagles get the rebound.
Second shot up. He's got it. Eagles do need a 3 now. Here comes
Who's
Lever.
going to take it? What is Lever doing?
We're going to have a foul. It's against Jackson. Reynolds Mason will be going to the line with 6 seconds left. I don't understand that at all.
Neither do
all
I.
the times the Eagles shoot the foul, that time they penetrate and drive in.
Well, but it was not only a 2-point shot, it was a lousy shot. He wasn't anywhere near open. I don't understand it. And putting us on the foul line helps Bensalem because the most we can make from the foul line is 2 points. We need 3. 6 seconds left. Bensalem gets the ball. They only have to hold it for 6 seconds.
Ron Morris coming in, number 10, replacing Grandy, who fouled out. And this is probably the player that you want to foul if you get a chance.
I suspect they're putting him in because maybe he's some kind of a great ball handler.
Now, Frank, if Mason makes the first, do you instruct him to miss the second?
Well, as long as he can hit the rim. He's got to hit the rim.
Eagles bring in Johnson for Omar Jenkins to get some height in there. Mason shot up. He's got it.
I think I would, Jim. I would tell him to bounce it off that rim.
I'm surprised he didn't take a timeout there. There goes a shot up.
I think he did.
Mason with a rebound. No. We got a foul. The foul is on Howard.
I don't know how crucial it is, Jim, but they didn't stop the clock right away with that whistle and an extra second ticked off. Should be 3 seconds up there instead
Mason
of 2.
needs them both. Yes,
There's 1.
Mason makes the first.
Could we have overtime here?
Second shot up, around, no. Rebound going out, and that's the
Clock
game.
has not started.
The game's over. They got it. The officials right on the play. They knew
The
it.
clock did not start.
No, but the officials knew.
Well, the Eagles had their chances tonight, Jim. And the next game, 2 nights away at Council Rock against a good Council Rock team.
And Frank, I think Coach McGee stormed out. I don't think I see him there. I think he must have been livid at the end of this game. The Eagles missing foul shots, throwing the ball away twice in key possessions at the end of the game. Eagles with all kinds of chances to pull this out, end up losing 42-41. And again, Frank, I think probably the poorest played game that we have seen the Eagles play in several years. Eagles just did not look as though they were in this game, and even then they had a chance to pull it out and win it.
Well, Jim, they just seem to have lost that teamwork they had earlier in the season. Well, we'll turn this over to our statistician, who will read the big numbers for tonight.
Get the no-dos out. Lofton Thompson led the Eagles with 14 points. He was 6 for 8 from the free throw line. Reynolds Mason had 9. Jimmy Lever had 9. For Bensalem, Jack Howard had 10. Reggie Jackson had 10. And Krishan Lewis had 8. Free throw percentage for the Owls, 17 of 29. For the Eagles, 15 of 28. And one thing I did notice was there were a lot of personal fouls. Norristown had 8 players with a total of 22 personal fouls, And Bensalem had 6 players with a total of 20 personal fouls. 2 of their players fouled out. Norristown had 3 people with 4 fouls, a lot of personal fouls, very sloppy ball game. What can I say? I'm going to go home and get a good nap out of this one. For Frank Winkle and Jim Nelson, this is Neil Schaefer signing off from Norristown Area High School, where the final score was Bensalem 42, Norristown 41.